Thank you for clicking on my video. I really appreciate it. Today, I thought I'd show you the inner skin to my heavy-duty bag, Gatorade for Scale. It's so it's so thick. It did not need to be this thick. I say this all the time. I don't know what the heck I was doing. The needles weren't even strong enough. Whatever. Always doing handy designs. So at this point, I had finished all of the panels, and it was just about cutting them out. Again, put all of my might. I said I wasn't pushing with all of my might, but thinking back, actually, at that first one, I was going pretty hard because of the end bit is thick, but I don't know why I did it so damn hard. I probably ruined my board. Oh, okay. So I use that iron. It wasn't even hot. I didn't even wait for it to be hot. So yeah, I used it, and yeah, it doesn't look like anything happened because no, nothing did happen. Just measuring. I was going to use the Kleenex box as a ruler sort of to connect the two sides, but then I figured, look at this move. I was proud of this move. Just folding it over and touching the marker to the folded over bit worked perfect. Worked like a charm. Again, I still used allowance because, as anyone that's sewn before knows, you need to. But I got so lucky because I did not give it enough allowance. If I had gone just a touch smaller, it would not have worked. I mean, it would have worked, but the inner bag would have been a little bit smaller than what I had intended. Which, I mean, I guess it wouldn't have really mattered. Again with my patented pant again with my patented patent patented again with my world-class technique of folding and following the fold to mark. Again, I thought that was a stroke of genius. I thought, damn, I really am smart, bro. Just to save some time with not using or finding a ruler. The two sides. So yeah, my two skinny sides, those are the sides, obviously. And then the wider, just I didn't really have a rhyme or reason except that I wanted the damn pocket to be usable. That was my only goal, literally from the start. I knew I was going to use a shirt with a pocket, and I knew I wanted that pocket to be usable. I cannot believe I did that to myself. See, I did a good job. This is all hand sewn, obviously. I know I've said this all the time. All hand sewn. Very proud of this. This was the inner pocket. I could have finished here and it would have been just fine, but this is when I thought this material is not really strong enough for what I wanted. I do want to be able to carry drinks and stuff in it, so that fabric was not strong enough. I measured the squares on the middle square of that board that I cut the material on. I don't know what that's called. The measuring board. I cut all of the squares from that very middle square. Then I just folded them in half, obviously marked it, sewed it, and then I just folded it inside out and folded it over again. I don't know why I'm sewing this like my life depends on it. It doesn't need to be this hardcore. I could have probably ended. I think I actually just wanted to use up more of the string before I cut it, but whatever. So yeah, I folded it so that middle seam wasn't gonna be visible and folded it over again just so the edges are nice, and put it to the side so I can make my handles. Oh, well, I guess I didn't make my handles yet. That will be a different video, actually. That and then the connecting of all of the pieces will be one video. This is where I kind of started to go wild with the jeans. I wanted it to go all the way around, obviously. So my goal, I know I've said this before, my goal was to use this as a measurement, what I'm doing right now, measuring. But then I was going to cut it in half so that I would have two sides. But I just, oh my God, I used both legs. So now essentially when the bag is on its side, touching all the sides, it's 6 layers. Oh, my damage. I wish I had gotten that on camera. That would have been good video, right? I have no clue how I even did it. And at this point, it was so sore. It was such a thick needle. I know I showed you, and it doesn't even look that thick, but it really was. When it first happened, I stared at it like, I could have done real damage, but I didn't get any pain. There was no pain until obviously the needle got pulled out and it started to bleed pretty good. But throw some soap and water on that bad boy and a Band-Aid, on my way. I don't have enough storage to film everything. Otherwise, I would have filmed this top bit how I did the blanket stitch on the top. It doesn't look good. That was part of the reason I didn't, because this was just supposed to be preliminary. And then I thought I was going to go through and do something and make it more beautiful, cover up all that blanket stitch. That was the goal. But it was so hard to put the needles through. I needed to use I think pliers is what they're called. I needed to use pliers to pull the damn needle through all that fabric. So I just did the one side first just to show you, and then I thought, oh, I'll show the side, the skinny side. It'll be easier, hopefully. I didn't anchor the skin to the base. See, I didn't want to anchor the blanket to the skin base all the way around. I wanted there to be movement just in case, because my measuring is not all there. It's not all there. So I needed to ensure that when it's being used, it's not going to be all bunchy and weird, and obviously not fall apart, and obviously be able to hold what I want it to do. See where I'm folding it like that? Why did I keep going? I don't know why. Well, at this point I kept going because I had already done the other side this way, so I thought, I'm in. I have to do it. But again, freaking looking back, I should have not done this and just made it so much simpler on myself. And it is so hard to get through. See, I guess you can tell by my technique of how I hurt myself. My fingers are all up in the business, in the way. Of course I'm going to damage myself. I'm lucky I didn't hurt myself more. Yeah, there's no way I could have shown you the whole sides. You know. Once I was done with the blanket stitch at the top, I figured I should do my anchor stitches. I didn't care about the color on the inside. Who's gonna see the inside? No one's really gonna look down deep in there unless it's pointed out. What I'm doing down the side here, though, I just wanted to use up some more yarn and anchor it. That's why it's down there. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. It doesn't connect the bag to the outer layer. Yeah, and I should have gone just a little bit lower to really connect to the bottom, the seam on the bottom. But at the time, I thought, no, this will be better so that the bottom, when it's folded over and stuff's in it and it's sitting, it'll have plenty of movement at the bottom. So I wanted movement when I did it, but now looking back, I thought, man, I should not have done all that movement. And I did not tie those that hard. See, I only did a few. This is why I'm nervous to watch this. Not that if those came out, it would really ruin it, because I could just technically go in and sew it right back together, especially with how simple everything is. That's part of the thing. You know what? Part of my genius was making it easy for repairs, because I thought, with how many times I'm assuming this thing's going to get washed, I have to ensure that I can get back through to everything to repair it, because I don't know what I'm doing. Next time I make this, if I make this again, it will be a lot faster. Definitely. First one's always the slowest and the hardest, figuring it out. I know my limitations now. I can't be going crazy. I say that, but then the next project I do is probably going to be outside my skill set as well. What's the point if you're not really trying to go hard, you know? That's it. That's the whole inner skin of the bag. It took me forever. This was the longest part of this whole process, literally. But I'm glad I did most of it not on camera. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I love a comment, love a like, you know, how YouTubers do. I gotta do that, I guess. So, have a good one.